What's up, everyone? Devin Boys back at it, man. Wanted to hit y'all off with a little coaching video just to kind of bring everything together, right? Like, because I've showed y'all some beaters, obviously the new custom single back, and then just our split close, guys, right? So I wanted y'all to see how I would implement everything like that in a game plan together, because I've kind of done coaching videos on each individually. So first thing I wanted to highlight, because I've not done that yet, is if you play salary cap mode, this is where you need to start. All right, you always got to check out your opponent's lineup because it's going to tell you a lot about what they want to do and where their weaknesses are. Uh, and heck, you even do it in here just so you know what you're up against. I mean, this is just wholly ridiculous, right? I'm like, oh, cool. So this dude's got deep pockets. Probably got whatever players he wants. People underestimate that Urlacher from a run stopping standpoint. Just what you need those guys for. So, yeah, definitely a pretty good squad, right? Maybe his corners are a little weak. Kinda. I mean, not really. Not really. Kinda. So setting up the offense, guys. HB power. I want you to note that. You see me set that up. You will see that a little bit later. I haven't dropped a video on that one yet, but that is, at this point, my favorite 1-2 punch, and you'll see why when I'm in that custom single back run in the stretch. So, guys, we're going to get the offense set, and then I'm going to highlight, this is really going to be a great example of why we do that. So I'm just see that he's in a cover 3, so I come up to the line and just, well, it's cover 3. Obviously, there's a tell. I'm going to set up a beater. So that was all. I just wanted to see if there was a tell and what he would do defensively. Now I see someone lit up there in the middle, so I know I'm going to have to get out of the pocket. My running back does a great job. But, whatever. At least I'm able to roll because of that double team that I showed you guys. And we hit him with the beater right out the gate, right? I do make sure I'm running a little bit forward when I throw that, or you don't stand a chance if you're running backwards, guys. So note that. Then you'll see me kind of wait a second for everybody to catch their breath, get that stamina up. I don't want important players being tired when I get in the red zone, so I usually try to snap the ball about 17 seconds. So I mic'd the user because it was obvious who the user was. Didn't really get anywhere, but he over pursued. Big time mental note. You need to watch what does the user do when you run a stretch play. How do they handle it? So if they over pursuit, you need to put that in the middle memory banks. If you guys recall, I had told you typically you're not going to see a spy when you're in a heavy formation because they think you're running. So if the coverage is good, you need to get looking to see if you have a lane takeoff, if you got yourself a mobile quarterback. Third and manageable, this essentially means I can now run the money play, and every route is an option. So I have everything at my disposal, which is really right where I want to be. Got him. Side note there, guys, that turns into a rub route frequently against man coverage because you have the running back over there blocking, so his guy turns into a spy. So if the user is covering the other running back, or even the computer trying to run across in man coverage, a lot of times you'll see a pick route and get set there. So I'm just assuming he has Hester. I got lazy and didn't finish, but I mean, you saw his team, so I'm just going to sky kick it because, yeah, I'm assuming there's some Devin Hester shenanigans headed my way if I allow that to happen. So, guys, I had told you in the past that sometimes Madden will just randomly change your settings. I got to go in and check mine. You'll notice autoflip was on. I always tell you I don't use autoflip, so whatever. Get my pass D set up in big nickel. Dion and then Jackson, that blitz corner, as my safeties. So I set up a safe shell with a blitz coming to where I think the run would be going there, and there goes Hester. Kind of got me. Didn't have a lot of room, though. Wasn't what I was expecting. So now he goes, into a heavy set. So I'm thinking, okay, great. This dude's just going to run the ball. So I set up my run defense. I am fully aware that I have Lawrence Taylor lit up over there. The reason I mention that, you'll notice I shot the gap that was in front of me and ended up making the tackle where he just over pursued. Now, yes, sometimes you have to get out there. But if you have Lawrence Taylor with his ability lit up and you're in a sound run D to where they shouldn't be able to get the edge, trust it. Look, just don't take the bait. I can only cover one thing, right? So when you start to see multiple routes all over, you have to think, is it even possible, A, for me to break off of this and go cover, or am I just going to end up in no man's land? And B, how much time does he have? Because I'm blitzing, so I'm just going to stay on that route. So now I mentioned that HB Power O. Here it is. So you see the way he over pursued, took himself right out of the play, and I just ran into his lane where he should have been. So there goes a nice little 1-2 punch if you've been enjoying the stretch. Bet you're glad you checked this one out because I haven't dropped that yet, but you got the sneak peek. That's the 1-2 punch with the motion stretch. So now I want to see how he's going to handle it. What's he going to do? So now I see he switches to Tillman. I mic him. Now, I'm a little bit asleep here, but this took me off guard. Like, I didn't expect Homeboy to get bull rushed clean back into me. I should have been a little more careful with my stick work and got behind him, but you don't expect your tackle to be 6 yards in the backfield at the snap of the ball. So now I'm hoping for a cover 2 because I know I can hit him right around the first down marker. And I have seen enough cover 2 to, this is one of my favorite ways, to beat cover 2. Everything's tight, risky. We know he doesn't like to spy, so I just find a lane. Again, let's just get things manageable, right? So now I'm going to hit him with the money play. So he definitely catches me off guard. I probably should have been a little more multiple. I don't know, not really. I think extra egg was a fine play call. So he's going to do to me what I do to him. Very rarely will somebody follow a route all the way to the sideline. If you haven't thrown it, it's getting close to the sideline. If there's something else, they'll take the bait. So X would be something else, right? So I fully expect him to stop on X. He follows the route all the way. Hats off to him. I found out the hard way he'll do that, right? So now I'm just trying to do another little setup that I'll probably get out for you guys soon to stop the run. It's a little less aggressive. I just get plumb run over. He quick snapped me, got me on the tackle, which was fine, and then I just got plumb run over. So I'm a little bit nervous, like, oh crap, did I just give this guy momentum? Like, whatever. So I come out, give him a little bit different look. I would deep quarter those 2 safeties guys against that set. Then I just get torched anyways. Dickerson doing his thing, running me over. I'm like, all right, well, I might have gave him a little bit of momentum, but he's still having to work for everything. So I thought I got him there, guys. Like, he quick snapped me and caught me on the blitzer, which was fine because I can just go over that. But I really thought that getting Tillman over there, man, run that back and tell me, am I really wrong about that? Like, shouldn't that have been a pick? Tillman has lurker and everything. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't thrilled. I'll tell you that. Just kind of had all day. Really, I guess I don't really know what more to say. I didn't want him to have that much time. He did. Got me. But he seems to like to roll out that way. So, and I need that to stop, clearly, right? So we'll go SS Blitz 2 here. Um, again, just blitzing the side he's trying to roll to. Sliding the safety over so I don't get beat deep. Pretty well had him. Now, what I see now that I didn't see there was that deep post. I originally, when I was playing thought that, like, when I'm looking at this right now, I think that's fixing to be a go. Now, that having been said, I'm only responsible for potentially running back, tight end, and that receiver. So that receiver should very much so be threat number one in my mind. But I thought he got pressed in, and then he was just running like a go. I just thought he got shoved off the route a little bit. So I jumped the underneath route, looking for a pick. Um, got me, but here's where I got him. So always when somebody hurries you up like that, try to go in and audible into a different shell. They are not expecting a different coverage. And that is all the click-on stuff, guys. So I've told you guys about that, and the precision stick. That's why he jumped, why I was going slow and staying behind my blocking. But that was all about the click-on, guys. So I want you to go back and watch that play after I kind of break it down for you here. So I get put in a position where I'm on the down line getting quick snaps. So I pop back, I take away the little quick routes, and I kind of stay to the side where he's been rolling to the wide side of the field because I don't want him to roll there, right? So he rolls to the short side of the field. Now, there's nothing I can do with the guy I'm on. I'm on a defensive tackle. I can start to run over that way, run up towards the middle to make sure something doesn't come free. But I'm very limited, right? So really what I'm doing is I'm looking at the side of the field he's on and trying to see the ball the game through his eyes, right? So I see that he's going to throw that the second he's hitting the button. I see it when he sees it, and I think, okay, I'd be throwing it right about now. I hit the click on, jump over, and I get the pick. I told you guys in, I think, my very first coaching video, click on, click on, click on. It's all about that awareness, playing through the echo of the whistle, as they say, kind of. I knew I was in no man's land with the defensive tackle. That doesn't mean the play's over. Focus on what you can still do. Otherwise, those little little kind of plays will happen to you, and that's really one of the big differences in a good click-on user and a good lurk user. It would be like the first pick that I told you. Stick with that route unless you're looking to bait somebody, and your intent is to bait them, and you're going to get the pick. Fine. But otherwise, make sure you stay with that route. Don't get lazy and sloppy. Maintain an angle to undercut it. You do those two things from a click-on and lurking standpoint, your defense will be very difficult to deal with. And it will be the difference in many games that you play. Like, comment, subscribe. Dem boys, hope y'all enjoy. Peace.